Hi there everyone, this is Kelly Gettelfinger with Always Stampin' Videos. Today I'm going to show you how to create the extended explosion box. It's called the extended explosion box because the lid is connected to the box instead of sitting on top of the box. So I'll give you measurements on how to create this small one and a larger one as well. So let's get started. You're going to begin with a sheet of cardstock that measures 8.5 by 11. And you're going to trim that cardstock to 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. You want to begin trimming with the long side of the cardstock to the top of the cutter first. And trim it at 8 1/4. And then quarter turn that cardstock and just trim it at 8 1/4 again. Now we're going to bring in our Simply Scored tool. And we're going to score the small piece that we just trimmed away at 2 3/4 and 2 3/4. Which is actually 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Alright, we'll set that aside and bring in our large piece, and we're going to score that at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And we're going to do that all the way around. So 2 3/4, 5 1/2, quarter turn your cardstock and do it again. 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Now we're going to bring in the Simply Scored diagonal tool. And what's great about the diagonal tool is anytime you have something that's perfectly squared, you can score corner to corner. It doesn't matter what size the piece is with the Simply Scored tool. Diagonal plate, I mean. So we're going to put our stylus right directly in the corner of our Simply Scored diagonal tool, and we're going to go corner to corner just of that top box. We're going to lift up our stylus and skip the center box, and we're going to score corner to corner down here on the bottom box. Quarter turn your cardstock and do the very same thing. You're going to score corner to corner. Oops. Pick up your stylus and score corner to corner. Alright, and that piece is done. Now before we can attach the lid, we need to run it through the Big Shot machine. We're going to use the 3 1/2 inch circle die. Now the piece that has the 3 panels, one panel is larger than the other two. The other two are perfectly squared, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and the larger panel is the one that's going to go right onto the circle die, and we're just going to trim away this top piece here. Now how we do that is we're just going to run it into our Big Shot and back it right back out. So just until you feel that blade catch that top part of the paper, we're going to bring that back out, and that's what we have. Isn't that awesome? Now this portion is ready to fit onto our box. So we're going to add adhesive to the panel that's perfectly squared at the end, and we're going to attach that to one of the perfectly squared side panels of our box. And now our box is ready to fold together. And so it just folds in on each side, and those corners are going to fold in. We're just going to pinch those corners in, and then we'll add some Velcro to our lid here. Decorate our box, and once we fold it together, we're going to have the extended explosion box, just like this one. Now real quick, let me give you measurements for the larger one. I've just taken a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, and I've scored it every 4 inches. 4 inches, 8 inches. You're going to quarter turn and score it at 4 inches and 8 inches. Again, this will fit right onto the Simply Scored diagonal plate, and we're going to score corner to corner of each corner. And then our lid is going to be 4 inches by 12 inches. And we're going to run that through the Big Shot just like we did the smaller one. We'll attach our lid to our box just like we did the smaller one, and everything folds together just like it did in the smaller box. So there you have it, the extended explosion box. I hope you have a creative day.